Blessings, 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 triple blessings and Godspeed. Quick little daily download just about our path back to oneness, to our highest self, to God, to the Most High, to the truth, our highest truth, whatever words you want to use, to being fully realized, being awakened, as we're all on that journey in degrees and percentages, right? Until we are in full realization, fully enlightened of like understanding what and who we are, right? I had some people ask me, and I've had this well up in my own experience about why does mine seem so difficult or so dramatic? And I would say some beings' consciousness seem more pulled to the dramatics. And if you look at your life, even though your life is a reflection, is not truly who you are, you could see how things have appeared for you or what you've been drawn to. And some beings are more drawn and pulled to the dramatics. And they have had that type of tendencies. They've had those vasanas, those tendencies, those deep-rooted impressions in their mind and expression to be more likened to the dramatics of things, right? To make things more difficult or to not pick the easy way. And so that same energy would be on your path to your enlightenment or to your highest self or to seeing God clearly and truly in yourself. So I would say that's not set for you. You can always overcome that or transcend that. But what I would use to do that is very much observation. Observing that in yourself. You have to see those energies when they well up and see that you've had an attachment and you've had a some kind of like weird identity to where you kind of liked that kind of pain or that kind of confusion, or you like that kind of dramatic, become identified with the drama of life, over identified with the drama. And so therefore everything seems super dramatic or super spikes of up and down or super like I got to go the long way just to get to it. And that identity in itself will reflect into your walk to your highest self and to God within you as well. So now you're not nothing set that way where you have to have that experience. But if you notice that you're having that experience, I would say do a lot of that meditation and observe that. And when you see those energies and those identities well up in you, you should definitely observe those and understand that the Most High always provides a way out, meaning a way that is neutral or a way that doesn't have to be the energy of that identification or that vasana pulling you to that natural destruction or that natural rebellion of that place that you're in, that type of energy that's super over dramatic. So if you realize that and you practice observing it and then letting it breathe and pass, you'll see that there's an easier way and more smoother path that doesn't have to have as many thorns. That's why some people's enlightenment or realization of truth is a lot more smoother, because they were naturally more peaceful beings. They were just painters, art, or whatever, and they just never did too much, never got in a fight, none of that kind of stuff. So their observation and their realization and remember to who they are is a little bit easier because they were less pulled to the dramatics. And then you got some people that have a little bit more scars and he just kind of was born into a little bit more destruction, so they kind of get pulled and identified with the dramatics of things, and it kind of permeates into their walk with God too. So that's not set that way. You can transcend that and things can be easy. Like Jesus said, my yoke is light and easy. So basically what you would do with that is you would observe that and you would see that there's a part of your mind that kind of loves that identity. It kind of likes having that the hard way and kind of like the dramatics and stuff like that. And you can surpass that by understanding that's not who you are. It's just what you've been identified with. And then you'll realize things will start getting smoother, because in your meditation, the deeper seated things in your subconscious, your deeper vasanas and your deeper habits and things that are your deeper impressions, not just the ones on your 10% of your surface mind, which are not even governing your life. The deeper things start to come out and get seen and get transcended through your meditation and your deep prayer and your deep stillness. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Godspeed.